2SRL Season 8 is over. 2SRL Season 8 is over.
Alright, so welcome to 2SL Tier 3. Today we're here for Zandvoort for round 4 of the season. So far we already have one person who's got a 5 grid place drop, and that is, I believe it was, I've actually forgotten now, but someone's got a 5 place penalty with a collision with Flopsy. Actually no, I remember now, it was Dominon. So Dominon will be starting 5 positions back from qualifiers, and we're just about to see the first laps come in. I think Tang is the first one to set a lap, although he invalidated it, so it will be, I think it will be, let's see. So yeah, Linde Vinke is the first one to set a proper lap time. Well, actually, sorry, Trevor Linden, but Linde Vinke is in the 109s already. Owen follows up with a 109.7, so already Linde Vinke showing pace. Quite a lot of it actually. I believe that's a pretty decent lap time already here.
Yeah, that lap time set by Linde Vinke on actually his home track, and he's been doing really well. He's very good from the beginning, because usually you might see guys like Hugo do a high 108 in time trial, and then. Oh, can you hear echo from? Yeah, I think I know exactly what that was. I think
it ain't a tier 3 stream without some problems. Okay.
See, like I said, it's this microphone game. As I said, I didn't put my headset on because the battery's fried out on it. So it was essentially this sort of nothing for tonight. But it's alright. I couldn't have the fan on because it creates too much echo. I've got my computer next to me, but I can't move any of it, so it's just in an awkward place. But we've got the first few laps being complete now. Linde Vinke and Danny, 3 temps apart, but very high 109s and very good runs already. Probably expect them to break into the 108s, and well, Danny's been having a few good races recently, like China. He's finishing.
Oh, sorry. There's been a huge collision with Tang and a Ferrari. I believe that was Greaser.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Tang was in the way of Greaser's hot lap there. I'm not sure what happened there exactly, but that was
Oh, sorry. Okay, apparently what they're saying is they hear a stream in the background. Right. Okay. 2 seconds. Oh, this is interesting. Let me just mute the audio on the stream so I can hear it. Well, Danny's
is still
been
an
having
echo?
a few
Yeah,
good
your
races
name.
recently, like China. He's finishing.
Oh, sorry. Triton is our technician. With Tang and a Ferrari. I believe that was Greaser.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Tang was in the way of
I don't have the
Greaser's hot
stream on.
lap.
I've literally got it turned off, so I'm not sure why it's echoing.
I don't know. I don't know if we're still hearing an echo now. I can try and tell actually. One sec.
Alright, try now. Sorry about the tech issues yet again.
I think the echo's sorted.
Was the echo sorted?
I think so. From my okay. People saying it's fixed as well, and from my side I could hear it. So yeah, okay, fixed. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So is it all fixed?
I think it's fixed. People saying it's fixed. It sounds gone for me as well.
Right.
So,
yeah. I saw what it was. Don't worry about it. It was it's not a tier 3 stream without any technical issues as usual. So
yeah, it's all part of the charm here at tier 3. You know, it's just we vibe here.
I was gonna say tier 3 and 2 SRL, the king of vibes, and that's where it is. But I know what it was because I've got my volume on mute, so it doesn't come through my headphones. No, through my speakers. And what it was doing was YouTube still got it on full crank, so it must have been coming through my computer. I couldn't hear it in my room, and now it was on full speaker on the stream. But you know, okay, that's fixed. But right then. Without any more tech issues, hopefully it should be good. I was making sure I haven't got any more.
I just want to quickly point out, sorry, Sony is gone provisional P2 with a 1091.19, so basically 1092. He's been having quite a few issues. I remember he tried racing on the wheel. I don't know if he's gone back to the pad yet or not, but he's had issues at the beginning of the season. And could this be him returning to his true pace, maybe? And as I say that, Jozo sets a 1:09 flat basically, so I think we will dip into the 108s come the end of the session, but it's definitely really tight up there in the top 3, and then Danny's slowly but surely, just a little bit behind, followed by Azakin, who's reserved today and is already showing a pretty strong performance.
Yeah, I mean, he's just about to start his lap, and we can try and get a quick on board with him to see how he does round the track, because Zanvor, it's really cool to have a look on. But so as he comes up to turn 1, he goes down into 3rd gear, goes quickly into 2nd before shifting up to 3rd to come through turns 3 to 4, 2 to 4, and does it very nicely, getting close to that curb. And this turn's really lovely, locks up a little bit, shifts up to 3rd really quickly before coming down the first main straight. But this turn's so lovely to drive around. As long as you don't step out the back out at turn 8, you're okay. As he shifts down to 7th now. And then we had a car in the gravel then from the look of it, so that was pretty interesting. And I think, I'm surprised that hasn't invalidated coming out of turn 9, so Azakin doing very well, but coming now up to turn 11, getting really close to the inside curb, and it gets to the DRS zone, shifting up very quickly and coming up to turn 12 and 13, going to ride the curb. Doing alright. Fropsy getting in the way, so will Fropsy. Oh, and that was a bit close call there for Azakin. Doesn't unsettle him as he comes up to the final straight now. Will that invalidate his lap, and that puts him in the pits?
Gone straight to the pits. So yeah, I definitely think that's invalidated his lap somehow. Fropsy getting in the way there. He should have just pulled over as soon as he saw him in the back, but I guess stopping on the racing line works as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, actually saying that, Fropsy is doing a lap, so let's see how he does in comparison to Azakin. But I think that might be a bit of a Stu's inquiry after the race, to say the least. Yeah. But he's coming through turn 8 now, and hang on, yeah, he's coming through turn 8, and he's coming up now to begin sector 2. But he's going to come up to the same place as Azakin did, but he's getting a lot closer to the inside curb, getting on that white line, shifting up to 3rd and getting a bit of curb on the exit of turn 10, and he is doing really well. He's set a 48 for the sector 2, but let's see what he can do up to the finish. I think it's just going to be about a little bit slower as he comes around the final turn now. Coming up to the final turn, probably going to say about a 110, or he's going to set a little bit faster, but comes up now down the final main straight as he crosses the line. Actually, it's going to be 109 something. Actually, 110 flat. I was right the first time. But yeah, there you go. Fropsy in 8th.
Decent lap, but it's like a midfield pace, so it's not the worst. So yeah, pretty good lap from him. Owen, I don't want to say too early because he might still be unlucky, but it seems like his qualifying is actually working out for him today.
Yeah, Fropsy, Owen's actually doing that. I was just having a quick chat with him before the race because he was reminding me about the replay not to have it turned on, but sitting very nicely in P6 at the minute. He's actually 2 tenths upon his lap as he comes through turns 8 and 9, well, 10 and 11, coming up towards the back straight now. And this actually could look like he could be on for a very good lap, and he gets 2 cars in the way coming out of the final turn now. We'll have the strip stream from the Alpha Tauri as he crosses the line now. This could be a very good lap, and no, he doesn't. He does improve with a 1. He actually goes 1/10 slower, 1,000ths of a second slower, and that was really, really close for him. But he's in P6 at the minute, and he's sitting very comfortably. But I was talking to him before the race, he just said as long as he can get a decent qualifying, and he'll be very happy with how his race is coming out.
Yeah, so I think he actually got a bit unlucky there at the end because he got blocked on the exit by, I can't remember who it was now, but someone was on the racing line into the final corner. Someone had cost him a few tenths there. Although I do think he improved his lap time, but he just didn't improve his position. I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah, he improved his lap time, just not his position in the end.
Yeah. People are saying I'm jinxing it. Okay. I mean, we shall see.
I mean, have we jinx? I mean, we did jinx it last week. I can't remember what we did, but I definitely know we did jinx something. I can't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure we have jinxed it, and saying that Sonny has gone P1. But I'm pretty sure Sonny's back on the wheel because he did set the target this season of going onto the wheel, because on the controller I know he's a lot faster and he actually can be as fast as a certain pad user who refuses to use the wheel in the minute in Tier 1, but we shall not speak of them. But he is definitely on the wheel at the moment and he's done a very nice lap time in P2, so yeah. Let's see how he can do, but his teammate Gerler in P16 at the minute and definitely will be looking to improve with 5 minutes to go, but we have got Jozo actually
actually Blinderwinker goes into the 108, so he's the first person to go into 108, so that's a very, very solid lap from him in his home Grand Prix. I wonder if the others can follow, because it only seems right now that the top 3 are very close by, and then there's a little bit of a gap, and then basically P4 all the way to PE7 are also quite close battle.
Yeah, it is a very, very close battle between the whole field, because like the last few weeks where, well, in round 1 where Jozo ran away with the damn thing, and then they've like bunched the pack up really close together, and we could actually be about to see our 4th different winner, and wouldn't be surprised if we get to see that today, because if we actually we'll have a look at the championship standings in just a second, and well, hang on, sorry, I just can't remember which buttons I hotkeyed them to. Okay, weird. Why it's not coming up? But either way, yeah, you can see like we actually have had 3 different winners from the first 3 races, and Ace Boy is the first winner, and then we got Jozo and Danny coming winning the other 2 rounds. But then the battle at the top of the championship is so close, you can't really put a name on who's going to win it at the minute. But the Ace Boy is in the lead by 11 points, but the chasing pack are so close beyond, we could see a very long championship battle here. And in the constructors, we've got Alfa Romeo on top, but a Haas very close behind again, so this is definitely not going to be, you know, we're not going to see anything gone very soon, because this looks like it could be like a fight for the whole season, so we'll be pretty much looking forward to that.
It's definitely playing out to be one of those fights that will last the whole season, and it's making me very excited because it's going to make races great. Could we go for 20 different people winning? Probably not. There will be people winning.
I mean, I was going to say with our jinxes, I was going to say yours. I think we could actually potentially get 20 different winners. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did. However, we'll have Blinderwinker, who has actually been very close to winning on 2 occasions here. Bahrain, he had it snatched away by that time penalty with a few laps to go. But he's looking very strong here at the minute, 2 tenths ahead of his newest challenger and Sonny in P2. But Sonny again now looks like he's found a lot of pace already, and well, he's definitely going to be looking to get on it. But we'll see, as we got 2 minutes 40 to go, and anyone could get pole at the minute. But we've got Jozo starting his lap now, and well, he's gonna let's see if we can get up anytime through sector 1 as he comes through turns 8 now. He's just got to be careful not to invalidate here, because last time he did a lap he did invalidate. It takes a fair bit of the curb coming up to turns 9 and 10, so he's going to be looking now as he comes up to sector 2, and let's see if he can actually take pole away from Blinderwinker as he comes up to the DRS zone. He's going to be very, very close. If he sets a 48, I think he's just going to be ahead of him. He's 1/10 ahead. That could just be enough to take pole away from Blinderwinker. But he's coming up to the final turns now, and well, let's see if he's got enough in the tank to get him over that line and into P1. We've still got Blinderwinker and Sonny to set laps. Sonny currently on his out lap, but we're on board with Johnson now as he comes up to the finish line, use that DRS, opens it and crosses the line to take P2, so he's 1/10 off Blinderwinker.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say close calls already.
To put into context, it's been closer. It has been closer in Tier 3 quali. Australia P1, P2 had the identical. No, wait, did they?
No, I don't think they had identical times.
Okay, no, I'm getting confused actually with Tier 2. Sorry, in Tier 2 they had an identical lap time. I'm getting confused, sorry.
That's good. Don't get confused. Don't jinx it. We will might get actually saying that we might get 3 times all exactly the same now if you've done that. However, if that was the case and we actually got a same on time, I wonder how the game would. I think it would be whoever said it first. But anyway, let's see if Sonny can.
First,
let's see if Sonny can do it. Owen's also on the lap. Owen's just started his lap. Danny is about to. I'm not sure if Danny's about to start his lap anyway. Let's have him on board, right on board with Owen.
I think Owen's completed his lap.
Oh, I don't know. I think Owen. No, okay, that looks like over for Owen. So Owen actually isn't going to be staying a lap. So that's Owen done. So it looks like he's going to be remaining in P4. However, we'll ride on board with Sonny to see if he can get a bit further up the grid. Already in P3, but he's got to find 2 attempts on this lap to get himself onto that front row. He's coming up now through turns 8 and 9. Takes a bit of the curb, gets on the grab. That could be a bit of time loss.
That's going to be costly. Yeah, he backs out of it already, so that cost him potential there. Danny is still setting a lap. He's nearly 2 tenths up already on his lap. It probably won't be enough to take P1 though, unless he's had a poor last sector in his lap he has previously.
He's actually almost equal this time. He's 600ths of a second up on his time, so let's see if he can actually get up that grid. I don't think he's going to be able to find that 4 tenths because there's obviously a little bit of a gap back from P5, but it might be enough as he comes up to the finish line now. He's going to set a time, and this actually could be a lot better than we expected, and yeah, 1:09.2 he does improve, but it's not enough to carry him. Omleto's backed out of his lap. Is Zakin on the lap? No, he's not. I think that might be the end for qualifying because no one else is on the lap. Chief is on the lap. Yeah, Chief's backed out of his as well, and Fropsy does improve, but it's not enough to take him onto it. And saying that, Kurz does improve as he goes up to P12. So we've got 2 final cars. Yeah, I think that is the end of qualifying unless Tang's on the lap, and that's it. Linda Vinke celebrating and takes pole. It doesn't go any faster, but takes pole at his home Grand Prix, and well, I wouldn't say by the slimmest of margins is the right way to put it, because that was even closer. But Blinder Vinke on pole for his home race with Jozzo really close behind him.
Yeah, so great battle there for pole position. I think that was really exciting to watch actually, and Owen finally has a good qualifying. So it looks like the curse is broken. Let's see if he can continue keeping this up in the race, and unless he's cursed in the race as well. But if he does crash and something happens to him in the race, it's not my fault. I'm just gonna put that out there now. I don't believe in commentators' curse. Some people do. I don't. So don't blame me.
I was gonna say if that happens now, the full blame's on you, and we've got that on record. So don't. If Owen does, then the full blame's on you. But I'm not gonna say anything, and you'll have some explaining to do after. But we'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
as
maybe an apology.
What? a full written letter next time on stream, apologising to Owen for anything. But we're here to see how he does. But he's definitely had a massive improvement from last week. He's only from P3 to P5, it's not even that close, but
it's so close.
I mean, sorry, I didn't say it wasn't that close. I mean, it's so close. Yeah, I mean, even down to top 10, down to P10, he's only split by a second. So anything could really happen in this race. But it'll be interesting to see if it's actually raining or staying dry for this race. If anyone could update us on that, that would be brilliant. Even though we'll find out in just a second, but it'll be. Crazy. I don't think someone's retired. Yeah, Tanga hasn't retired, so we're just going to have to wait for him to. But it's going to be very interesting to see what the strategies are around here, because softer medium does work. However, it does mean putting excessive tyre wear, or softer hard, which would be the safer option, but softer medium can work. However, we will get an idea when these guys start in a minute. But there you go, Blundervinky on pole, Jozzo on the front row, Williams, Sonny and Mazakin rounding up the row 2, Owen and Danny on the third row, Omleto and Dominon On the 4th, Grizu and Ocean Chief on the 5th row. Ocean Chief in P10. Fox Seekers, Ace Boy, Turbo Dudley, and Trevor Linden outside the top 10. But yeah, what was I about to say? Ace Boy P13. That was really unnoticed by us in qualifying.
Yeah, I was gonna point it out, but then I realized. I realized about it. I was gonna point it out, but I think I got caught up in my own thoughts or something. But yeah, Ace Boy P13. Bit of an unsurprising performance from him, but he might have not been able to get a clean lap in. His Zenfort is quite a tight circuit, so it's hard to get a quality lap in.
Yeah, it's very close to get a good lap in. It's kind of like Monaco. If you get impeded, then it's essentially over for you. However, they've done a great job to get everything together for us, and we'll see what happens in the race now. And Triton and Neon Rays just got the message on Discord, because I was just on there. But yeah, for sure, we'll see how these guys are going to do now. But it'll be interesting to see what the strategy is, because they are going to be pitting around lap 10 and 12. So let's see. But we'll just see Rizu line up, get ready. And yeah, I'm going to go again for 4th different winner. But I can really see Blindavinky, I think, taking the win today, because he's looked very strong in qualifying. However, Jozzo will give him a good challenge, but I think Sonny also can be a factor in that. Yeah. But we'll let the race decide that. And
I know. Omletto is disqualified already, and so is Tang. I do wonder if there was a collision with them somehow. I don't see how, because of P7, P17. It's a bit odd, but anyways, I think Sonny's gonna run away with this one, because I remember from last season he was very strong at Zandvoort, but he was a bit unlucky. But I think he might just try and get the victory today to just show the field that he is back.
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna try and get that win today to show them, because he is a very fast driver and he has deserved a victory. He will get one this season. It's just a question of when. As you can see now, the tyre strategy is coming on stream, and that is about right. However, you can definitely make the mediums work if you're a tyre conservationist expert. But we'll see now as they come around the final few turns before they start in the Grand Prix and line up on the grid. But will Blindavinker be able to get off for a good start? Will Renault be able to get a good point haul today? We shall see in just a second. Or will Jozu be able to spoil the party along with Sonny as they come now around the final turn before they line up on the grid for the start of round 4 in 2SRL Tier 3. But I'm really going to be interested to see what Ace Boy can also do, because he's quite far back. He's starting on the medium, so he's going for a different strategy to everyone else. Well, a few people are, apart from Dominon, Turbo Dudley, Fubart and Trevor Linden, all starting on the softs. Interestingly, no one's starting on the hards. So yeah, it will be interesting to see. But as they now line up ready for Lights Out, well, Codemasters Lights Out, that's a completely different thing already. Yeah. We'll just see it as
Lights Out and then out.
Yeah. No, it's called. Ready. Light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yellow flag already. And away we do not go. And away we go. And Blindavinky gets a very good start. Azakin also gets a very good start. Joseph squeezing Azakin into turn 1. We have 3 wide in the background. Is that going to be contacted between them? Azakin dropping a little bit further back. But we have Red Bull off. Sonny. Oh, we have massive. Oh, that is carnage.
That's a huge pilot.
How is that? Was absolute mayhem.
Both Danny. I think Danny was involved with that, or was it? No, sorry, it was Ocean Chief was involved with that one. Danny seems to have gone way. Owen up to P4. Greaser P3. So Greaser had a massive jump in that start. I don't know exactly what happened there, but that was a huge pileup.
Yeah, I'll try and get it quickly up on the replay, but that was huge. If we can get that up on the replay, I'm not sure what has happened then, but as you can see in the background, Sonny just goes off, and you can see like the carnage ensuing in the background, and yeah, it was really a massive crash that no one could really do much about. And however, we are still under the virtual safety car, but that was a huge crash, and that's definitely got a few front wings damaged already. But we'll see as we go on in the next few laps. But yeah, we've seen the chats now. And we go as we get a drive-through penalty for Jozzo. Jozzo's got a drive-through penalty.
Sonny!
Sonny!
I don't know what happened there. That safety car restart, it was not side by side, people diving into the pits. He's blocking the pit lane. Absolute scenes in Tier 3. I don't know what happened there. Sonny somehow survives, but he bounces off the barrier. So yeah, that is his race over. 5 people in the pits. And they're going for the hard tires.
Yeah, I was gonna. I don't know. We just have to catch up here already, and this is definitely proving to be a contender for Destruction Derby. But can we have in chat? Is this a challenger for Tier 2 of SLR, the Thunderdome? However, we have got a race on our hands as Blundervink has already gone 2 seconds ahead of his nearest challenger. And what's happened to Owen? Owen's down in P10.
So I think Owen might have had a poor restart or have been somehow collected in some sort of incident. I don't know exactly what's happened, but Ace Boy up to P6. So the last to first challenge going well for him.
Yeah.
As Jesse Garan as well, person who started P18, I believe. P18 is now up to P8, so the field's all over the place now.
I'm just gonna see like the change already, and Trevor Linden's already been up 7 places as Blindervinky sets the fastest lap. But as you can see, the people who started on the back row have got up to extremely high positions that you probably wouldn't have expected them to, and like the field is so spread out now, it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of these guys cope with this rest of the race. But as well, Ace Boy, after that horrible qualifying, he's already challenging for P4 and he's only 4 attempts off that. So let's see what he can do as he comes through turn 8. He's just on the back of Omletto and Danny. Danny obviously on that softer tyre, but look where Ace Boy is on those medium tyres. If he can get these medium tyres, he can get a very good result here, but he's not even that close off the summit. And we're on lap 3, and well, quite a lot has happened if you're only just joining it. You can breathe. A lot more has happened than actual F1, but Ace Boy now coming up to the back of Omletto. They're going to have DRS enabled this lap, but this is the train for P3, but Azakin is leading it. Blindervinky now 2.6 seconds down the road, and he is flying, but we're going to probably see as we have a yellow flag. That looks...
That's Kurz.
Kurz is off at sector 1, and well, he's dropping down the order, but it looks like he's back on track. We just having to keep an eye on battles on this track in a minute as we see Owen actually getting past Jesse Garan into turn 1, and Owen back up to P8. So we are having a lot of action on track at the minute as we see Fubar losing a load of positions at the back as well. So we are trying to get on the action at all around the track, but is everything okay on stream in the next? I just see stuttering on there, but I don't think it's that, but okay.
It seems okay for me now, actually. It stuttered a little bit, but it's like sort of fixed itself a little bit. But anyways, a pretty nice battle here for P3, actually, as Greaser, Danny, Omletto and Ace Boy all pretty close to each other, but Zandvoort is a very difficult track to overtake on. I believe this is the lap DRS will be enabled though, so I guess we'll have to see, but Ace Boy is sticking to the soft runners very easily, actually, which will probably help him out.
Yeah, he's sticking to them so super good at the minute. He's not giving them up, and he's definitely going to have that DRS in the minute. He's going to have that train, as you can see, but it'll be pivotal for him if he can stay in contact with this train. He'll have a chance of getting that P3 off Grizu, and well, he's doing a great job at the minute, and from the start he's showing why he's in the lead of this championship. So we'll see how he does in a moment. But behind, further back, we do have Gerla and Fropsy getting very close to each other, but we do have a load of battles over the field at the minute, and it's very close between a few guys here. But obviously after that turn 1 collision, it was huge carnage, and well, Blindervinker, we're riding on board with now, is 3 seconds ahead of everyone, and I think unless anything goes wrong or he gets in the safety car, then I think it's his race to lose at the minute, and he knows that. So he needs to just keep doing what he's doing, but he's pulling a little bit of a gap out every time, and I think he's going to try and extend it in a minute. However, behind that battle for P3 now, as Zakin looks like he's pulling a little bit out of the range of Grizu. He's got that 1 second gap, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few of these guys in the minute starts to come under a bit of pressure from Ace Boy, because Ace Boy's now...
But Ace Boy, he's close. I think he might be able to have a look at... No, I keep forgetting. DRS train is way too strong on Zanford. Anyways, Jozo right on the back of Jesse Garin with DRS. Most likely will try and make a move into turn 1 here. He's up the inside, later on the brakes, gets the move done and covers off the attack. So yeah, Jozo up to P9, fighting him back hard already. As
we have a yellow. It's Fubar. Yeah, I think he's just lost it coming out of turn turn 11 at the moment, so he's having pretty much a race to forget. However, we might see another overtake a bit further down. Gurla and Fropsy, we see Fropsy pulling out into turn 1, but he's a little bit too far back at the moment, and he's not making those medium tyres work. Gurla going onto the hard tyre at the start of this race, and it looks like it is paying off a little bit for him. Obviously, he's not going to need to stop, but will he be able to make them go to the end? Just about, probably. Further up, Ace Boy now getting a lot closer than he was to Jozo. As you can see, Greasy looks like he's struggling a little bit as he comes out of the final turn now, and that looks like it's going to potentially get a DRS movement here, and we could have a move in the background. As you can see, Ace Boy getting a lot closer, but maybe that DRS Omletto is going to...
So Danny has a look up the inside, doesn't really go for it, but yeah, no, sorry, so nothing happens there again, as the DRS train is just a bit too strong at the moment. There's not really anything you can do about it apart from just vibe. Yeah, the Greaser is just leading the pack, and I guess Danny, Omletto and Ace Boy are just all getting quite desperate to get past us. Saying that though, Ace Boy is right up behind Omletto.
Yeah. He's just on...
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say he's literally going to have to use the electric boogaloo to get past this train if he's going to have any chance of getting on the podium. But he should be okay just on the tyres. But as I think Ace Boy's biggest fan in Mohammed in chat is definitely saying he's going to have to do it Alonso style, and I think he's definitely going to have to do that if he's going to do it. But the problem is it's like Austria. As Nabor has just put it, I was about to say it's impossible to overtake. And well, he is proving that at the minute, and it is proving as we have Omletto going a little bit wide there, and well, we could see here. Oh, and sorry XTP, I didn't realise it was you, but XTP cheering on Ace Boy in chat, and well, he's doing it, and we actually could see Omletto overtake Danny. Danny made a little bit of a mistake, and Omletto might be the chance for him to go side by side into turn 1. Danny takes the outside line, and we see Omletto getting a little bit twitchy, getting wheel banging there, but it looks like Omletto just falls off behind Danny there unless he wants to go around the outside. But Ace Boy, as you can see, taking a bit of a wide line going into turn 4 because he overshot there, and this battle's getting on.
But Ace Boy actually gets a brilliant exit from that. He's trying to go side by side. Ooh, a little bit of banging wheels there, and that's not where you want to go side by side with Omletto, so he has to back out of that one. That was very close to a hairy moment there for Ace Boy, but brave stuff from him.
I was going to say it was a bit of hairy, maybe something else came flying out because of the gravel being kicked up, but he should be able to potentially make the move in a minute. But in the background, Trevor Linden is catching this train a little bit, even though he's about 3 seconds off. But I think we should see a few positions change in a minute as we see Fropsy and Gurla trade positions, and that battle has been going on. However, if we go down the field, that has happened, but this battle for third is definitely heating up, and well, Ace Boy is getting on the back. We see Ace Boy come a little bit of the curb out of turn 14 and almost losing it. However, we're going to see this as Gurla picks up a 3-second time penalty as we watch on board with Omletto.
Oh, it's actually Danny. Danny is pulling up to the outside of Greaser, so this is the fight for P3. Danny around the outside. Greaser gets a little bit of a better exit, so Danny has to slot back in behind him again. Some great little battles going on, but no positions really changing. Oh, as I think Ace Boy tries going deep to get a good exit again to try and catch up along the isn't straight, as I like to call it. But yeah, you can't make a move into the next corner.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ace Boy actually was having a look then, and he couldn't do it. I was like, it's best not to pronounce any of the turn names on this track unless you're Dutch, because I don't want to be...
I mean, I could try, but...
unless you, I mean, you can. Oh, sorry, Ace Boy almost got a move done then. Trevor Linden though behind. I just said he was 3 seconds back. He's now 2.5, and as long as these guys keep fighting, he may be able to get a bit more ground out of them. But I think, as you can see, Rizu might decide to pit in a few laps in a second because he is struggling so hard on these tyres, and I think. Also,
Jozo is right up behind Owen now, so we might be seeing a potential move happening there soon.
Oh, Jozo! It's Jozo spun! No, he hasn't. Oh my god, that was really close. Jozzo has lost a lot of time though. He hasn't got a damage front wing, but we see Jozzo overtake Owen for P8 and P9.
Oh, sorry. Battle for P3. Danny and Greaser side by side. Danny getting a little bit out of shape. Danny goes up the inside into turn 5, gets the moves done, gets the exit, but Greaser seems to have a better run. They're going side by side down the isn't straight. Greaser will have the inside line though, so he might have this overtake side by side still. As Danny stays around the outside, he gets a better exit, a little bit of a wheel bang, gets on the grass a little bit, onto the curb. Oh, they're going side by side for the whole lap. What is going on? This is amazing racing. Still side by side.
And Jozzo, Omletto is going to come have a look now down the inside of Grizu. And as you see, Omletto gets a little bit out of shape, and that could actually allow Ace Boys come through as we see Grizu coming back.
The move done, but he gets a worse exit. Grizu DS is still side by side. What is this? And okay, so I think Danny, a little bit of a squirmy exit there. So Greaser maintains the P3 position, but that is absolutely brilliant racing going on here.
Yeah, we might see one of them pit now. We see Greaser dive into the pits, and yes, he does. So his tyres definitely have gone, but we are going to see Danny get overtaken by Omletto, and Danny loses out there. And these guys battling could lose a bit more time as we see the Mercedes of Fubar spun around at turn 1, and that is a 1. But that was great racing by these guys. I might see a bit more now from these guys battling for P3, but that was great racing by Danny and Grizu. They gave each other enough room to stay on track, and well, that is great. As we see Grizu come out in P8 but stuck behind Jesse, and well, I think Grizu could have made a decent move there by pitting. That's going to allow him to stay out of that battle and warm those hard tyres up and get past Omletto and Danny in the pits, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets ahead of them. But we see there, Ace Boy is now definitely on the better tyre in comparison to Danny, and Omletto as Ace Boy comes up to turn 12, but he's definitely probably just wants to wait a little bit, because I wouldn't be surprised if we see both of these guys pit as Fubar brings out another yellow flag. But Trevor Linden, he's now 1 second off, and that fighting hasn't done anyone any favours ahead of them, as we might see Danny now. It'll be interesting to see.
I want to quickly point out, as a chat for pointing out as well, Grease has picked up a 5-second time penalty from the pit stop.
Ooh.
So he came into the pits a bit too quickly, so he's got a 5-second penalty, which probably puts him out of contention for that podium spot.
Yeah, he definitely could do, but we'll see. But he might actually emerge ahead of Danny as he comes around the first turn now. Danny is there as, oh my god, this is going to be so close, and I think Grizu has just done it, and the undercut definitely has worked, but as you said, that time penalty definitely is going to cost him at the end of this race, I think.
Yeah, and now Grizu and Danny both want to clear Jesse, as they're just going to lose time behind him as he's on the weaker tyre at the moment.
Oh, Fubar has retired. I thought that was VSC then, but it's not. There's that
he retires in the pit. Oh, it's Grizu. Oh, okay, that was a bit of a contact there. Grizu hits the back of Jesse. Apparently these two raced with each other before, so they know each other. But yeah, definitely all friendships out the window. This is racing. There's no room left for each other.
Yeah, they are respecting each other really well, but as you might see now, Danny, Grizu getting past Jesse, and Jesse having to go out wide, and that's done very well for Grizu, as he's managed to get Jesse sandwiched in between him and Danny, and Bundavinka is in the pits now, going on to that soft to medium strategy, so he's definitely going to try and make that work. But Grizu has definitely done one here, but will Danny be able to get past Jesse in turn 1, as he's not going to be able to? Jesse's trying
fighting back.
Oh, that's going to be interesting, as Jesse, you can see, definitely struggling, but Danny is going to have to get past him. He's going to have to make this move steep, because you can see Grizu is definitely going to be pulling away, so Danny has got to get ahead of Jesse now, but Jozzo behind him is also getting a lot closer to him, so that's going to be an interesting battle. But as you can see, that's done the world of good for Grizu, because he's getting there. However, up front, Omletto, surprisingly, is still ahead of Ace Boy, and Ace Boy has not overtaken him, but wouldn't be surprised if we see Omletto come into the pits now to get on that soft to medium strategy, because I don't think those soft tyres can do that. But yeah, I was
saying that actually Bundavinka's gone for a medium tyre, so he's just come out the pits and he's on the mediums, but he was leading comfortably, so I don't think he'll have too much worries with his tire management as he gets past Trevor Linden.
Jesse and Danny. As Danny almost spins, but that's going to allow Josso now. Jesse's not letting him go past, and that's going to potentially allow Josso to overtake Danny now, and that not getting past Jesse has been hugely costly for Danny because Grizu is now 1.6 seconds up the road, and he has lost another position to Josso. So Danny, his race has just taken a bit of a dive there, so let's see if Josso can get past Jesse, but Jesse isn't going to be pitting anytime soon, I think, because he'll be able to make those mediums go a little bit longer.
Yeah, so Jesse, a bit of a problem for these for Danny and Josso here, but he's perfectly entitled to do what he's doing. So yeah, we can't really blame him for it. He's doing a great job actually defending people much faster tires behind us. So yeah, a solid performance as first time he's racing here in Tier 3.
Yeah, he's putting a very good fight and getting. He's putting a spanner in the works of both the championship contenders. However, going wide, that could just allow Josso to get past him. He's going up the outside, so he's going to have the inside line coming into turn 12. And there you go, Josso gets that move done easily, and he's done what Danny couldn't do and get past Jesse. But now it'll be interesting to see if Danny can get that exit from behind and get past Jesse down the main straight, because Jesse's going to have DRS from Josso, but Danny will definitely looking to get past him. As you can see, his ERS is almost gone, so Danny has used a lot of resources trying to get past Jesse, and he hasn't. But as we can see now, Trevor Linden, oh, that is huge. Trevor Linden's got ahead of that chasing pack, and he was behind Danny and Josso before this, and Trevor Linden has come out on the medium tyre ahead of them, and he started all the way down in, I think it was like on P16 or P17, and he's up to P6 after that turn 1 fiasco, and he could be on for a great result here, and well done to him for getting out ahead of that train.
Yeah, so it's Danny is the big loser here really, because he's getting stuck behind Jesse and everyone else is sort of moving past a little bit. Grizu actually very lucky to get past when he did, because I think Trevor Linden probably would have had him had he been stuck behind Jesse for one more lap.
Yeah, I think Danny's definitely going to get Jesse now. He's got the DRS, and he's finally, after 15... Oh, wait, I don't think he's definitely got past him. Yeah, I think he's got him now. Yeah, he has got him. After that much time, he has got past Jesse, and, well, getting stuck behind those guys has cost him a lot of time, and I don't think he'll be wanting to watch this race back after that. But up the top, the Renaults look like they're on for a 1-2, and as we see Trevor Linden getting past Grizu into turn 1. Sorry about that. Didn't think Trevor would call up that quickly. Grizu and Trevor going side by side into turn 3, and Trevor gets past Grizu, and Josso now coming up behind. Grizu trying to defend the outside line, takes a bit of contact from the D-Sing there. Yeah, Josso coming up on behind him. Sorry, I'm trying not to interrupt because there's that much going on. And Josso and Grizu now look like they've got that battle, and it looks like that medium tyre's got that little bit of extra pace for the time being, but we might see that hard tyre come into effect in the end of the race. But yeah, carry on, I won't interrupt.
No, it's okay. Yeah, well, I think we're just trying to say the same thing really. But yeah, so Prix are getting passed by Trevor Linden, which is huge for Trevor Linden as he's P5 now, starting from last place, and he's already, I think, sort of slowly catching. A bit too early to say, but he will be trying to catch up to Amleto, and Prix, with the 5-second penalty, will drop about, as it stands, 3 positions, maybe even 4 come the end of the race. So that's definitely not going to help him out.
Yeah, and well, he might have a go at Grizu now. He's actually got the DRS. Grizu has the DRS, but he just doesn't have the pace to hold off Josso. And well, Josso goes into turn 1, and Grizu's going to try and keep him around the outside. However, I don't think he's got the traction, and Josso up into P5, and Grizu has lost out yet again, and that 5-second time penalty has done that. Not doing any favours. Jesse comes into the pits and comes out ahead into P11 as McLaren Lad and Dominom have still got to pit, and Dominom getting a bit loose out of turn 4. So these guys now are coming out as we see Turbo Dudley and Fropsy pitting. We have got a bit of action all over the track. However, it will be interesting to see how it unfolds as we got 6 laps to go. Well, 26 laps to go, not 6 laps to go. At the end of this race. However, the thing is, all the laps around this track is actually really quick, and I didn't even realise it was at the waypoint of this race already.
Yeah, it's gone by pretty quickly, especially with all the carnage at the start, and then the massive fight and battle for P3 that we had earlier. as Gerda picks up a 3-second time penalty. I also quickly want to mention that Ace Boy has come out of the pits on hard tires and is behind Danny. So he actually hasn't gotten any positions with the medium tires. I think he's actually lost a few. But yeah, he's P8 now, so let's see what he can do from there.
See, the thing is with Ace Boy, I think he could have probably stretched those medium tyres a little bit longer, because obviously with Blindervinker on that soft tyre, that medium tyre has got about a lifespan of 21 laps if you want to push it on a fresh set. So Blindervinker actually could be running pretty close to blowing them up, unless they're going for a 2-stop. I don't know, but you know, Blindervinker might just be pushing those medium tyres a little bit at the end, but we'll see how this unfolds, because Jozzo could be on for potentially a 1-stop. But you know, Ace Boy he's definitely going for that 1-stop, obviously, because he's on the hards. But as you said, he's come up from P13, but he's come out behind that train. I don't think he really wanted to come out behind that train, because now Trevor Linden is the leader of that train. However, he looks a lot slower than the guys on the hard tyre, which is actually quite surprising.
I think his general pace is a little bit slower than the guys behind him and the guys in front. So Jozzo on the hard tires, older hard tires at that, compared to newer mediums, is just sticking onto him. But it's Zandvoort, and positioning in Zandvoort, it means a lot. So if Trevor Linden can keep these guys behind him for the next 27 laps or so, that would be a brilliant drive for him. And as that happens, Ocean Chief picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, it is going to come into effect on that time penalty, as we see. Actually, I think we've got a bit of a battle going on in P13 and P14, as we see Turbo Dudley and Sonny trading positions. So they're not going to be able to go to the end, but yeah, it's literally all action over the field at the minute, and it's very hard to pick where to go. But it'll be interesting to see, as we said already, if those medium tyres can go all the way for Blindervinker. I think for his teammate they definitely can, but I think Blindervinker will just be able to cool off a little bit. He's got a
9.5 second gap, so he can definitely do some tyre management and tyre saving now. And actually, Trevor Linden goes very close to the wall to defend off Jozzo very early on. I thought he was going to do a pit for a second, but Jozzo gets the move done for the corner and is past Trevor Linden now, and is mounting his charge for that podium spot.
Indeed, and you are right. It's surprising how Trevor. Some people are faster on certain sets of tyres, and well, I would have thought Trevor would have definitely got ahead of Jozzo and gone down the road a little bit after Omletto, but Omletto's done really well here on that medium tyre, pulling out from Jozzo and the Gagolo cars that he was battling before. So he is making that medium tyre work, and he might be able to take that to the end, or just get it on the point of where it's about to explode. But he's doing a very, very nice job at the minute, and well, this is definitely not finished yet, because we've got all those penalties to factor in as well, but he's not going to be able to do that, as we might see now Grizu get overtaken by Danny. These guys obviously battling since they came out of the pits, and it's not going to be over just yet, as he now gets a very nice exit out of turn 13, but he's going to have the DRS down this straight. Grizu is not, because he's out of the range of Trevor Linden, so Danny could be about to make a move now for P6, and it looks like he could get it as Grizu goes to the inside of the wall to defend him. Danny goes around the outside, and it looks like Danny might be able to do it as Grizu defends it, but he's going to go onto the curb here, and he does, and Danny looks like he's going to have to do it again next lap, unless he can make anything down the main straight in just a second. He will have to try again, but Grizu is definitely holding on for dear life at the moment, like he was on that first stint. He's not been able to hold on.
These two have been fighting side by side basically the whole race, it seems. Definitely a great battle to watch earlier on, and then this I also think is going to hot up to be a spicy battle. It's actually a McLaren's gone off in the distance.
I think it is Fropsy, because he's dropping down the order because his teammate's in B13, but yeah, it is Fropsy again, and well, actually behind Ace Boy is catching up to the battle for P6 now, so he's going to be he's on much fresher hards than Danny and Grizu, as Fropsy retires he's in the pits. Okay. I thought there was another yellow flag. Yet again, it's on edge at the minute, but it looks like Danny will have another go at Grizu into turn 1. As he comes up now down the back straight, Danny is going to have that DRS. He's right on board with him. He's just going to be holding on. As he goes up now, trying to go to the inside line, Grizu defending him, but Grizu moving all over the track there a little bit to defend there. He might have made 2 moves, but he still kept ahead of Danny at the minute. Ace Boy getting a lot closer as well to this battle. As Ace Boy goes a little bit funky there and almost goes into the back of Danny here. He has to do the ultimate electric boogaloo to slide out of the way.
Is that McLaren, lad? Sorry, no. I don't know why, but Fropsy seems to have been retired on track on my screen. I don't really know what's going on there, but I don't know.
It's the code.
It's the
Codemasters model. We have to drive the car out the pit when someone's retired because we can't put it in the garage. However, we do have Ace Boy now getting onto the back of Danny, and he could have dived down the inside, but it looks like Ace Boy's going left right to try and get past Danny, but Danny is definitely being backed into him by Grizu. Grizu now could be under pressure from Danny already as he dives into turn 12, and Danny, all that was a bit audacious, and Ace Boy now looks like he could go on Danny, however he doesn't. This is great racing by these guys, a bit on the on edge,
optimistic.
But yeah, optimistic. Thank you. But Grizu looks like he could hold it, or will he? As he
Danny also has no ERS left. Basically, he's out of ERS already. But that DRS is strong. But I think Greece is going to cover off 3 different Ferrari engine cars here battling out. So it's definitely not the straight line power that they can complain on. Being OP.
The question where have they found this straight line power from? Or have they been up to something we don't know about? However, it looks like they are being able to defend on the straight against each other, but Danny definitely holding up this battle, and I don't think we're going anywhere else at the minute, but I think ahead we might see Trevor Linden getting on the back of Jozzo in a second because he's still within. Oh, as Ace Boy dives at the inside of Danny out of turn 9, and Ace Boy bangs wheels with Danny. Danny's going to have the inside line coming up into turn 11. Ace Boy's trying to go around the outside, and McLaren Lad has spun out of turn 1 as he retires from the session. Will that bring out a virtual safety car? Don't think he will. Ace Boy has got past Danny, and well done to Ace Boy for getting past Danny in a very difficult place and banging wheels. He's now going to be the guy to have a go and try and get past Greasy, but well done Ace Boy for making that move as he wanted it and got it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good fighting, and Ace Boy just capitalizing on Danny's mistake, and that's how you drive in Zandvoort. You can't really, you have to force an overtake somehow. But yeah, Ace Boy mounting an attack on Greaser, but I think it's just a little bit too far back now to do anything about it. So yeah, Greaser holding his own here. Although Ace Boy and Danny, they just need to stick with him, and they will still, both of them will get the position because of the 5-second penalty. However, they would probably want to try and catch up to Trevor Linden to battle for P5.
Yeah, I was just riding on board with that battle, though the Williams guys are really close together as well, so they're going to be on it. However, behind Gerla and Ocean Chief are very close to each other. Going down the main space straight. Let's have a look at the battles actually going on elsewhere, because I just saw the Red Bull marker going down the back straight there to get very close, and Gerla is holding up Chief here. Chief might, I don't think he'll be able to snag a point. I think we've got the points position sorted because these guys obviously got involved in that turn 1 incident through no fault of their own, and now they're just pretty much trying to battle for as high a position as they can. And we see Ocean Chief getting a lot closer to Gerla, but he's not been able to run get past him just yet, and he might be able to make a move in a few seconds, but he's on that medium tyre and he's got Gerla's on 21 lap old.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Ace Boy gets past Greaser into turn 1 with DRS, so he gets a really good exit here and makes the move down the straight before the corners. So Ace Boy getting 2 positions in 4 laps or something, so he's definitely on the charge.
Yeah, you're right, and he is on the charge at the moment. He is definitely been able to get down that road and maybe challenge after Trevor Linden, but that will be seen in a moment. But Trevor Linden actually sitting very nicely in P5 at the moment, but he's finally lost DRS range to Jozzo, and that's it. As we see Gerlo and Ocean Chief now battling with each other, and they're going side by side into turn 1 as Ocean Chief gets past Gerla finally on those fresher set of mediums, but we might see now Gerla lose out to his teammate who's on the fresher set of tyres. As you see Gerla letting his teammate through to go after Ocean Chief, as you can see now the team sport, team play, in play, or are we, as we see Gerla going side by side with him, and he finally lets him pass. But that could have been a bit of interesting debate. However, they've done the team game and he's going to allow Sonny to go after Ocean Chief.
Yeah, and as Danny is DRS on Greaser, but I don't think it's enough yet again. So Danny has to stay behind Greaser, and I think he's just getting more and more impatient here. We see blue flags up in the distance for Ace Boy. I think that is Tang, who's disconnected very early. I don't know why he's still driving around, but okay. He is, so Tang Bot is still with us.
What?
Not doing very well, but
that's an awesome name for a bot, Tangbot.
Tangbot.
We've got the Tangbot driving the AlphaTauri. I mean, with Yuki Tsunoda's height, that might be the thing to replace him in the future. But he's driving very well for that AlphaTauri at the minute. It might be a ghosted car, but the Tangbot is doing well. But Danny is now getting a lot closer to Grizu, and Grizu has been doing very well. See Danny going up the inside of Grizu, banging his wheels, and gets past him. And Grizu, he's had Grizu ghosted.
That was a bit of an odd ghosting there, but I guess Danny gets the move done. As Grizu's left the session, so he's had a bit of an issue with his internet, I think. So that's definitely not helped his race at all. But it's helped Danny's, but it's poor luck for Grizu because he was having a great battle here.
Yeah, and it looks like we've been robbed of that just due to technical issues again. And oh no, that was not what we wanted. However, we do have Ocean Chief and Sonny very close to each other now, and both of these guys are going to be jointly going after each other. And I think Sonny is going to have that DRS in a minute. But as you see, Grizu says his piece, he's literally just shut down on him. I don't know what's happened, but hopefully you can get back in. You're still in P8 at the minute, so if you can get your PC back on, you'll be okay. But we do see now Sonny getting on the back of Ocean Chief. He's going to definitely be able to get past him. Will Ocean Chief be able to defend up the inside going into someone as Sonny gets past him? As Ocean Chief...
Oh no, it's collection and Ocean Chief's into the wall. Sonny turns in on Ocean Chief. There's someone, Ocean Chief goes the wrong way.
He's got wing damage. He's got wing damage as well, and that is really bad luck for Ocean Chief because he was doing really well. But I think that could be his race over with 8 laps to go, unless there's a safety car now. It looked like when he locked up his tyre, it could have gone wrong, and sometimes that does happen at the Zandvoort, and it just has. But yeah, gutted for him because after turn 1, you don't really want any more incidents. However, that pretty much sums up the day for most people. Yeah,
and if it helps you in any way, there's quite a bit of a gap to P10. So if you can manage to get your PC up and running before the race is over, you can still potentially maintain that P9 spot. But definitely very unlucky. Very unlucky driver.
Don't worry, the Tangbot shall take care of your car for you.
Tangbot is here to save the day, exactly.
Yeah, he's riding the prototypes in P17 at the minute. So anyone who wants to purchase the Tangbot for the next race, then there you go. You got some free. There's probably something to do with Codemasters there, what's going on, or it's just something, I don't know, if it's just specific, but actually it seems to be something. I've had this glitch with Zandvoort where my game crashes, like earlier in the game, and causing my PC to shut down as well, so I don't know what's done it, but the last patch a few patches ago seemed to have fixed it, but yeah. We'll get back onto the race, and Blundervinky now, who we're riding on board with, 12 seconds ahead of his teammate, and I think he's safe to say
a commanding drive today.
Yeah, he's dominated this race from first to finish, and looks like we are going to at least get one prediction right, and we are going to have a new race winner, and it looks like Blundervinky is going to be that, and Azakin as well. Renault doing really well in the constructors here to get that massive points haul, and he is going to help them out a lot because they're going to get 43 points from this. But is Blundervinky on the fastest lap as well, or is...
I believe he has the fastest. I saw him get a fastest lap when he left the pits, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah, he does have it by 3/10.
So Blundervinky on the way to get a hat trick today, isn't that what they call it, or what's the word where you get the fastest lap, lead the whole race, and get the pole?
I'm not sure if it's the clean sweep. Or hat trick's 3 goals in football. Clean sweep is that. Yeah, okay, there we go. He's going to get the clean sweep this weekend.
Yeah.
And actually, we might see now the Williams also on for a very good point haul at the minute. But we might see Leto and Jozo switch positions. So that could be interesting at the end of the day, and we might see team orders here because Jozo's obviously the one in the hunt for the championship at the minute, as Greasy finally joins back and the Tangbot is kicked out the car, so obviously he's not doing a good enough job as the Ferrari already going out in P9 here. But one thing to say is, obviously we're speaking about Owen. Owen, obviously, I don't know what happened to him at the start, but riding in P8 at the moment, and he's going to get a decent points haul already, so it's been great to see him. But yeah, we've had a few moments this race. Turn 1 was pretty interesting to say the least, but I think there'll be plenty of discussion after that. As interestingly, Blindervinker pits. So his medium tyre, I think his medium tyres might not have been able to go to the distance. He'll be able to get that free pit stop over his teammate, but that'll be interesting to see.
I actually think he's gonna get a free pit stop actually, because Zakin has just gone past him.
Yeah.
So I think he's betting on that soft tyre to be that much stronger that he will easily sail past him with 5 laps to go. Omletto also getting passed by Jozo while that was happening. So Jozo up to P3 now. And it seems like the rest of the field is sort of spread out with a 2 or 3 second gap.
Yeah, he is definitely going to be able to get that. And yeah, and Nabor, do you think you'll be able to do that on Friday in SLR Tier 2 and then again in 2SRL Tier 2? Do you think you can make it a double Dutch hat trick over this week? And if you curse it, then that's it. That will be on you. Actually, we haven't done any jinxes today. It's been the.
Maybe Owen's race. Maybe.
We didn't do anything.
Potentially.
We didn't potentially did that, but that's it. Even someone else admitted to the curse, so we're off the hook.
Yeah, exactly. But Blindervinker already gaining a second this lap alone on Azakin. So them soft tires definitely much faster, and I think he's just gunning for the fastest lap. And it's just a matter of time before he gets back into that P1 spot, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely been able to make those soft tyres work really well around here, and he is definitely getting on with a very, very superb lap. And actually saying that, XCP saying wait a second, well, I'm not sure, but at the top, as you say, yeah, he has been definitely proving that justification for the pit stop of that medium soft tyre. So yeah, he will pass him in the second. I think he's set the fastest lap time. He's set the fastest 2 sector times already, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Renaults trade places now. But it'll be interesting to see if Zakin can hold him off, but I think that's highly doubtful. As you can see already, he's pretty much on the back of him.
Yeah, I think it's wishful thinking now that Zakin holds him off. The only thing I can see stopping Blindervinker is he gets a 3-second time penalty. It doesn't manage to build a gap large enough to cover that off come the end of the race. But it seems like he's had such a commanding drive so far, so I doubt that will happen.
Yeah, I think as well. Oh, actually, we're seeing it. He's going to get that inside line into turn 1, as you see, as Zakin puts very little resistance against Blindervinker, and well, I think that's the clean sweep pretty much confirmed. And yeah, well done to Blindervinker for pretty much.
It's not over yet, but it's pretty likely.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just in preparations, we
yeah.
Well, if we curse it, then that's on us. However, I think it's pretty much going. But it looks like it's actually could potentially be raining soon. As you can see, that cloud getting in pretty close to the back of this field. However, I don't think we are.
A little bit like Dutch weather today, actually. Where I am in Netherlands, it's raining. It's been raining all day, so it wouldn't surprise me if we get a little bit of rain in the race as well.
I think it is going to be called a British weather, which we will see pretty soon. I also think we could potentially see Omletto overtake Jozo here for P3, so that could be interesting in the Williams garage. But Jozo
or Ace Boy for Trevor Linden, actually, because Ace Boy is now within DRS range.
Yeah, so a few of these guys getting there. As you see, Blinder setting another fastest lap. Oh, sorry, Omletto has got past Jozo. I didn't see that, so I think Jozo must have made a mistake, or he let him through. And the Williams trade places, but we'll see. Jozo's going back, so these guys are battling very hard. As you see, Jozo get past Omletto for P3. So these Williams look like they are going to be battling for that final podium position with 3 laps to go, and that is going to be interesting. But behind them,
yeah, and
Ace
Boy is right up behind Trevor Linden as well. Sorry to interrupt there, but I think Ace Boy will maybe get a move done before the end of the race.
Yeah, Trevor Linden just locked up then. It looks like those medium tyres of Trevor's have worn a little bit more than Ace Boy's, and that Ace Boy's hard tyres are coming into life at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see as we have
yellow flag. I think that's Greaser. I think Greaser's off.
Yeah, Grizu.
Yeah, it's Greaser. Oh no, that's so depressing to see.
I think Grizu actually, he's obviously had that bad luck with that time penalty. His PC. I think he'll get that point though to just hold on to P10, so at least he will get something from this race. However, what will Trevor Linden get? Will he get 8 points or will he get 10? As you see, Ace Boy trying to get past him for P5, but Trevor Linden holding on very, very well indeed at the moment. But he's going to have DRS stand back straight in just a second as he comes out the final turn now before coming around the main straight. Is Ace Boy going to be able to get him? He's a little bit further back, and I think Trevor might just hold it, but he'll be able to force Ace Boy to the inside, but Ace Boy not able to get past him with 2 laps to go. As you can see, Ace Boy now is almost pushing Trevor Linden around.
Yeah, and another battle right here, I think, for position is Sonny on Jesse. He's got DRS into the Audi S's, and they're side by side. A little bit of contact, but he gets the move done before the S's, and yeah, Sonny up to P11. He's gonna have to...
that's Gerla. Sorry, Gerla spun out the final turn. Carry on.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, but Sonny just outside of reach of that P10 spot, unless something major happens to Greaser, including that 5 seconds.
Ace Boy's got past Trevor out of turn 8 and 9, so that one's been going as well unnoticed, but that's very huge for Ace Boy, and he's got the move done earlier than anticipated. But Trevor will have DRS, but it looks like those medium tyres have gone. And yeah, Gerla did spin at turn 5 before anyone noticed, but I thought it was the final turn.
It's another spin, I think. I think that's Gerla again. I think maybe he's deciding to retire now.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely last lap. So Linda Vinkje has already built nearly a 4-second gap to Azakin in P2, but those soft tires coming to a life of their own. And I think he's been having an absolute blast today, just doing hot lap after hot lap after hot lap.
Yeah, he's definitely... What it's shown is that pace does pretty much prevail here, and if you can get that lap pace, you can win this race. And Linda Vinkje's just showing that today. Well, some people have gone soft to hard, they have made it work, but it's very interesting to choose what strategy works around this track because, well, yeah, as you say, he's just absolutely dominates the end and hot lap after hot lap, potentially in time trial, and he has about to come up to the final line as we see Gerla retiring as Linda Vinkje comes up to the finish line to take victory in Holland, and well deserved Linda Vinkje, our 4th different winner of the season, and he has absolutely deserved it today and takes the clean sweep as Azakin make it a Renault 1-2, and well done to Team Renault and Linda Vinkje and Azakin. As you see now Jozo come up to the finish line to take P3 and Omletto for P3 and P4 for Williams. Williams were the brilliant drivers. Ace Boy actually got very close to these guys at the end. As ooh, hello.
Oh,
as the
I've just been disconnected.
Same. Well, yeah. I will throw up the.
Okay.
I will throw up the interview
What?
screen. I mean, that would disconnect it at the perfect time, evidently.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but got disconnected at the end. So we'll just take the standings as they were when we disconnected, because that's basically what the race was going to be. So I don't actually know what. I think I'll go back on the stream and try and see what the finishing was. So I think it was definitely commanding drive from Linda Vinkje P1, and then in P2 we had the other Renault of okay, my stream is lagging, my internet's died.
Okay. I think that shows what has happened, but yeah, I'm not sure how the internet died, but yeah, definitely. Oh, was it your internet dying or was it someone else's? Actually, no. How would your internet die? Because you would have disconnected otherwise. But yeah, very interesting result.
So yeah, I don't know what's been happening today, but yeah, brilliant race. So I think a little bit anticlimactic at the end of the disconnection.
Yeah, I think it was. We got to the finish line. Back say Ace Boy gets it, and then yeah, that happened. However, we have had a thrilling race, and well, let's see if we can get anyone in for any interviews. But it doesn't look like anyone's that. If Trevor, if you're there, just come into VC because I actually want to interview Trevor. It's P20 to P6, and actually, I know I'm gonna have to put it between Trevor and Bundavinky for driver of the day, because Trevor making that strategy work from P20 to P6 on the grid, and then Bundavinky just dominating ahead of everyone else. So I wouldn't know who to split between them, but both of them deserve a massive shout for driver of the day. But Bundavinky completely bossed it. So yeah, it doesn't look like we have anyone in chat at the minute for an interview. So. Give it a second because I think a few people's internet died and we are just sorting that out.
Yeah, we'll go back on stream and we'll see the results of basically. Yeah, so the results will be the same as they were in the final seconds. There was no one who's really battling, so I think crisis averted. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's been pretty much all sorted now. So yeah, I'm not sure if we are gonna get anyone else in there, but yeah, I think we've got anyone in the interview. I don't think we have, but yeah, there you go, Bundavinky, and taking a completely dominating victory today, and well, yeah, it was great to see. So we will think to round it off there because of the incidents, but yeah, well then,
yeah,
we'll see.
I have the race result now. So
go ahead.
P1 Blindavinke, followed by Azekin, Jozo in P3, Omleto P4, Ace Boy P5, Trevlinden P6, Danny P7, Owen P8, Dominon in P9, and Henderson P10. So that rounds out the top 10 of this race. And I just want quickly, who do you think is the driver of the day?
As I just said, I think it was between Trevor Linden and Bundavinky. I couldn't really split them two, but yeah, it's really hard to decide between them. So yeah.
Yeah. I think Trevor Linden. I think Bundavinky just had such a commanding drive today, and Trevor Linden got quite lucky with the pile-ups and has avoided them. Not knocking him for that at all, but that's great stuff that he's avoided them. But I feel like Bundavinky definitely deserves recognition today, so I think I'll go with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bundavinky as well. So yeah, there we go. Round 4 sorted, and next week, where are we off to next week? It's actually Spain, I think. So we actually do have some freedom on the track now, and I think we'll be back next week then for that. So we will see you then.